There are three style sheet rules using which you can write your CSS code. The first one is the external style sheet, the second one is the internal style sheet, and the third one is the inline style sheet. So these three style rules you can write in three different ways. Let's see them one by one. The very first one is I am going to show is the external style sheet. Now the external style sheet is nothing but a text file with .css extension. So I am going to change the appearance of this file basic.html, which is saved inside under HTML folder. So I am going to create my external style sheet file, that is the CSS file, inside this folder. So I am naming it style, and I am going to change the extension from txt to CSS. So now it becomes the CSS files, and like HTML file I can edit it using the notepad. So now this is my CSS file. So this is the external style sheet. Now there are three different types of elements. One is h1, another is h2, and third one is paragraph. Using the external style sheet, I am going to change the appearance of the h1 element. So as I am going to change the appearance of h1, I am writing the element name, and within the curly braces I am writing the property which I am going to change. I am going to change the color property only, and I am using a predefined name here. So my external style sheet file is ready. Now all I have to do is to link this CSS file with the HTML file. Because this linking is necessary, the style sheet is written in a separate file, not inside the HTML file itself. So to link the CSS file with the HTML file, we have to use the link element. The link element will have two attributes. The first one is rel, inside which we are going to write style sheet, because we are going to link the style sheet file. And the next important attribute is the href, using which I am going to give the name of my style sheet file, which is style.css. As in the beginning, I created my style sheet file within the same folder in which my HTML file is located. So I am only giving the file name. But if the style sheet file is located in some other folder, then you have to provide the complete URL here. So in this way, my external style sheet file is ready, and I already linked it with my HTML file. So let's see the reflection in the web page. So the color of the h1 element is changed. So this was the first rule using which you can write the CSS code. The next one is the internal style sheet. Now internal style sheet codes are written inside the HTML file. You can write this using the style element inside the head tag. So style element is used to write the internal style sheet. The writing procedure of the code is same as the external style sheet. So it will be like this. Only the difference is, for external style sheet it is written in a separate file, and for the internal style sheet it is written inside the HTML file. So using the internal style sheet, I am going to change the appearance of h2 element. So I am going to only change the color here and provide a predefined color name. So for this, no linking is necessary because the code is written inside the HTML file itself. So you can change the appearance. Now the last one is the inline. The inline style sheet is written using the style attribute of any HTML element. So already my H1 and H2 appearance has changed. I am going to change the appearance of this paragraph using the third rule, that is inline style rule. So here we are going to use the style attribute. So for any attribute, write the code inside the double quotation. Now inside the double quotation, the writing will be same as for any other CSS rules. So color, then provide a colon and then go for the value and end it with a semicolon. So writing procedure of the CSS rule will be the same. The syntax will be the same for any style sheet, but the positions are different. For external, there is another file. For internal, the style element inside the head tag, and for the inline, the style attribute inside any HTML element. So the color is changed. Now the question arises, where to use which? If you want to change the appearance of a multi-page website, you can use the external style sheet. Actually, using the external style sheet is always the best option, because using a single CSS file, you can write all the style code for your entire website, and just linking with the link element, you can change the look and appearance of your whole website. Internal style sheet is the good practice only when you are going to change the appearance of one single HTML page. Suppose the one single HTML page you want to provide a unique style. So for that only a single HTML page, you can use the style element or the internal style sheet rule. And for the inline style sheet rule, you can use this rule when you do not want to make changes in the appearance of all the elements in a website or a web page. You just want to change the appearance of one or two elements. Because this internal and inline style sheets mixes the content with the style, because both of them are written inside the HTML file. So it is always a good practice to use the external style sheet. Now, what style will be used when there is more than one style specified for a single HTML element? Suppose we have three HTML elements in this web page, H1, H2 and the third one is the paragraph. Suppose the three different style sheet, like external style sheet, provide a color to H1 element. Now using the internal style sheet here, I am also giving a color to my H1 element. Let's change it. And also I am using the inline style sheet rule to give a color to this element. So on the same element, the three different style sheet rules are applied. So what will happen then? An inline style always has the highest priority, and it will override both the external and internal style sheet as well as the browser defaults. As you can see, inside the external style sheet, there is the red color for each one element. Inside the internal style sheet, there is orange color for the H1 element, and using the inline style sheet, there is maroon color for the H1 element. So now the inline style sheet overrides the rest of the two. Now between the external and internal, suppose there is no inline style sheet here. Suppose there is no inline style sheet here for my H1 element. So now there is only the external style sheet and the internal style sheet for my H1 element. So which rule will be applied? You can see the color changes to orange. It is because the internal style sheet is defined after the link to the external style sheet. So the internal style will be applicable. But if I change the position of this link to my external style sheet, and if I am placing it after the definition of internal style sheet, then you can see the style of the external style sheet will be applied on the H1 element. So these are the order of different style sheet if more than one style is specified for a single HTML element. Remember, inline style has always the highest priority over the other two, and between the external and internal, if the internal style sheet is defined after the external, then internal will be applied, and if the internal style sheet is defined before the external, then external style sheet will be applied.